Guys, we are going to draw a turkey today. So get yourself a piece of paper. Get yourself something to draw with. If you feel confident, grab a black marker. If you want to be able to erase, grab a pencil. Definitely up to you. If you do draw in pencil, maybe we go back over it with a black marker or black crayon when you're done drawing it. But we're going to draw a turkey with patterns today. And so we're just going to use simple lines and simple shapes. We're going to make sure that we're including lots of different patterns throughout our composition. And then we also want to create some contrast by using warm colors for our turkey and cool colors for the outside. Okay. If we paint, it will look a little bit more like this. And if we use crayons, it'll look a little bit more like this. So that'll be up to you and what you have at home. So step one. Step one is the trickiest part. Okay, the beginning is the trickiest, and it gets easier as we go. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to draw the beak of the turkey. So I made sort of a curved angle like a letter V. I'm going to close it back in. And I'm just going to go ahead and color in this shape, make it a solid. And so now I have my turkey beak. Okay. Once I have that, I'm going to come up and around and down. I'm going to come on the other side. I'm going to fill out that turkey neck. Then I'm going to add my eye. You can draw your eye however you love drawing eyes. Lots of people have their own style drawing eyes. Definitely up to you what you do today. I love it when you make it your own. And then to really make it look like a turkey, we're going to add that wattle down below, that red stuff that hangs down below the beak. So this is probably the most difficult part. If you've made it here, you're going to breeze through the rest of it. If not, go back, rewind, try it again. Okay. So now we are going to draw the body. The body is just like a big old circle. Boom. So I started on one side by the beak and wattle, came around and finished it out on the other side. We're going to add some wings to both sides. It's just sort of like the number 3. Then a little extra curve there. We got some wings. I'm going to add a little bit of detail to the outside of the wings. Classic turkey wings. Now we're ready to add some legs. So I'm going to add some curves and then coming down from the curve, let's give them those turkey legs. 3 toes. My toes turned out a little weird today. But don't worry, it'll be so colorful you'll never see those toes. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to start to add that beautiful turkey tail behind the outside. This also reminds me of a peacock. I think you could definitely modify this lesson if you wanted to make a peacock another day. We're going to go with a turkey today. So I added 2 lines to the outside, join them with a big curve. And I'm wanting to take up a lot of space. I want to try to fill up my whole paper. So this turkey is definitely bigger than my hand. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some lines that are coming out in a radial pattern. We say radial pattern because they come out like rays of sun. And they're coming from the central point. So imagine there's like a center point here and they're all just shooting out boop, 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 behind that turkey. Doesn't have to be okay. Okay. Now we're just going to start adding some really beautiful patterns. I'm going to stick with mine that have the lines that go up, some angles, some dots, and this squared out spiral line here. You can, of course, add your own special details to yours. I've seen some really cool ones. So a square spiral is like a spiral. So a spiral, right, goes around and around. A square spiral does the same thing, except every time it turns with a corner instead of a curve. So if you enjoy that, by all means, I think it makes it look a little bit more interesting. You could use a regular spiral. But our goal here is to make lots of different patterns in our turkey picture. So it's not your standard turkey picture. We're thinking about patterns, and then we'll be thinking about contrast when it comes to coloring. Okay. I'm going to add some more lines coming out from the center, some more radial lines. And these ones, I'm going to put some angles on to help show that these are feathers. I feel like it's missing something, so I think I'm going to add some dots in there. And then it'll be up to you to go through and add your own special details to your picture to make it extra special and about what you care about. Okay, but here's our basic setup of the turkey. Once you have your turkey, let's go ahead and put him on the ground. So we're going to add our horizon line so he's not just floating in space. And then we're going to add some sort of pattern to the outside as well. Okay, for me personally, so I want to add my pattern. I just think it makes, so go with simple dots, keeping it simple. Will help separate the different elements. I'll do diagonal lines for the ground. Maybe he's standing on the stage. And it's snowing. I don't know. Okay. Once you've drawn this, you are ready to color it. And so let's use warm colors like red, yellow, orange, and possibly even brown to color in our turkey. And then on the outside of our turkey, let's use cool colors like blue, purple, and green. Okay, for this one I had a little bit more simple. I just left it mostly oranges, red, orange, and orange. And then the outside was blue in the sky, green on the ground. Okay, so either way is right. You did great today. Thank you for participating. Keep up the good